Hello and welcome. If this is your first time here, my name is Courtney and my channel is all about connecting with crystals, learning about their metaphysical benefits, and really just becoming aware of this unique energy that's available to all of us. So thank you for joining me. Today I am so excited to share with you these new crystals that I just got. This is a really beautiful crystal haul that I'm so excited to share with you. I believe I got 6 or 7 crystals from this last haul. All of these crystals are from a Palm Springs crystal shop, which is called the Palm Springs Rock Shop. I'll link their socials and website below if you want to check them out. They're like my favorite shop in Palm Springs. I was just out there yesterday and I had to stop at my favorite crystal shop. So without further ado, let's dive into this crystal haul. If you are a returning subscriber, let me know by liking this video right now, or if you're just excited to see this crystal haul, give me a big like, it really does help me out. So like I said, I was in Palm Springs yesterday. I was doing some wedding, tasks. I'm getting married in Palm Springs later this year, so I did some fun little excursions out in Palm Springs to kind of get ready for my big day. And yes, of course, I had to go to the Rock Shop, my favorite crystal shop in Palm Springs. I filmed a little bit inside, which I'd love to show you over while I'm talking right now. I love this crystal shop. I've done like a little shorts here before, just showing it off. But I really love the crystal selections that they have here. I believe they have a couple locations. This is just their Palm Springs in downtown Palm Springs. I love it. The people that work here are so nice. If you're ever in Palm Springs, please check out this shop because they have like every single crystal like you could imagine. They have a great selection and they always have a great time. So I would love to share with you the first crystal that I got. This is like a really beautiful crystal. It's a little bit more pricey than what I normally spend, but it was just so gorgeous and it was a pretty good price for it regardless. And that is this gorgeous hematoid quartz. I feel like saying hematoid or hematoid. Maybe it's hematoid. Maybe hematoid sounds weird. I don't know. Regardless, this crystal is so beautiful. I've been noticing the style with like kind of like crystal points has changed a little bit. You'll see this crystal, it's a little bit flat. Normally like towers, they're kind of like more rounded and this one's very flat on the sides. So I thought that was really interesting about this shape and also just kind of like noticing the trend in crystal shops. More crystals are being sold, I feel like, that have this flat look to them. I do actually have some hematoid quartz in my collection. I have a really small piece that I love. I'm a really big fan of quartz crystals, and what this crystal really brings to you, it has hematite inclusions in it. So it brings this really grounding energy, this kind of like, it's a clear quartz, so it has like this amplification element to it and also can be used in manifestation work with grounding your manifestations. I just really love the color red and I love clear quartz, so I've always been drawn to this type of crystal. So when I saw it, and I don't know, I kind of was just like, do I want to get this? And I was like, yeah, I do. I think it's really beautiful. So yeah, this is the first one I wanted to share with you. I think it's so gorgeous and I'm going to save the best for last. So this next crystal is also in like the same shape as the previous one. It's like a flat tower, but it's smaller, and that is this really beautiful flower agate. I got my first flower agate probably, I think it was during the summertime, and I really liked the energy of flower agate. It was really awesome. It's very much like a springtime crystal, a crystal to use during like the spring equinox. When you're kind of like planting seeds of intention, you want to work with flower agate. It has this like manifesting energy. It also has like this energy of starting something new. Much like, starting out with flower agate and then kind of going into moss agate. That's like a really good combo, like for like manifesting. You might work with your flower agate first while you're setting intentions, and then a couple months go by and then you might switch over to like moss agate to like continue that fertile growth with your manifestations. I actually have a lot of new beginnings happening in my life right now. So when I saw this, I thought it was really fitting with kind of like the energy that I'm in right now. Just brings this really good feeling towards like starting something new in your life. And also, you know, planting seeds of intention, you know, as we're in the beginning of the year, it's good to like keep on, you know, thinking about innovation and things you want to improve in your life. So yeah, I thought flower agate was so nice, so I got it and I really, really love it. Alrighty, so this next crystal I got, I have been wanting for a while, and I kind of hinted towards Scott, my fiance. I was like, you know, I kind of want a labradorite for Valentine's Day. And when I was at the shop, I saw this beautiful labradorite freeform, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I envisioned that I wanted for Valentine's Day. So Scott actually got it for me. So this is my Valentine's Day present. I got it a little early. But yeah, I really wanted to work with a bigger piece of labradorite for this year. You know, as we are in a year 7, in my crystals for 2023 video, I talk about us entering into this year 7 year and labradorite being so amazing for this energy. So I wanted a more like staple piece of labradorite that I could place somewhere in my home where I can connect with my spiritual like practices. I'm not exactly sure where I'm gonna place this yet, but it's definitely gonna be a staple when I am like meditating or visualizing or doing scripting, you know, whatever it may be. I can really utilize this energy of labradorite in my secret space. This labradorite has so many beautiful flashes in it. I was like totally mesmerized when I saw it, and I'm just so excited for all the amazing goodness that this crystal will bring into my life. I definitely recommend labradorite for anyone out there that's starting their spiritual journey or crystal journey in 2023. Sorry for that car. I definitely recommend working with labradorite in 2023. So if you do not have some, this is your sign to get some. Alrighty, so while I was browsing, I saw a case, a glass case, and I looked inside and I saw a bunch of these crystals that I really, really want. That are a little bit more pricey, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna ask and see how much these are priced at, and they weren't too bad. And the crystals that I'm talking about were these beautiful kunzite pieces. Kunzite is a crystal that I've been connecting with so much recently. I have a kunzite necklace, but I don't have a piece of kunzite that I could like hold in my hand, not so much have it be like a crystal jewelry piece. So when I saw this case of kunzite, I was like, ooh, I gotta check. I'm gonna see what the prices were at. And this one wasn't too bad. It was under $100, which kunzite can be really expensive. So I snagged it. It does have a little bit, like it looks more like clear than pink. There were some really pink ones in there, but they were like triple the price. But you can kind of see like a light pink hue with this kunzite. It's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, it's so, so beautiful. It reminds me a lot of my pink danburite, but kunzite and danburite, you can definitely tell the difference in the way they look. Kunzite has more of like a stream of water. Like it's very like flowy, like kind of like the feel and the look of it. Where danburite is more solid. It doesn't have like this layered look like kunzite has. So yeah, I'm so excited to work with kunzite in February and just have it. I love kunzite. I'm actually thinking of doing a kunzite crystal meaning video. So if you would like to see that, let me know in the comments. Like, be like, hey, do this kunzite crystal meaning video. I'm obsessed with kunzite too. Like, I want to learn more about it. Let me know in the comments and I will do one. So this next crystal I got is actually my birthstone. I've never had an emerald. I'm a May baby, and I saw this piece of emerald and I thought it was so beautiful. It's not straight up emerald. There's definitely other minerals in this cluster, but you can see like the green in here is the emerald. So this is a very raw piece of emerald. I've always wanted emerald. I've never had it. I know it's like a super powerful heart chakra crystal, so I'm really excited to experiment with this emerald piece. It's just so beautiful. Like the green of this emerald is so nice. It's almost like a turquoisey green. It's so beautiful. I'm so excited to work with it. But yeah, I thought it was really beautiful. So this next crystal, I'm actually currently looking for a larger piece of it, but I saw this cute little worry stone of it and I just couldn't pass it up, and that is this really cute worry stone of sodalite. This year I'm really setting the intention of working with sodalite to really mix with Saturn energy, as we have Saturn in Pisces this year. And sodalite, I feel like, is the perfect crystal for Saturn in Pisces. So I really wanted to get like a larger piece, but however, I do feel like getting the worry stone of sodalite is also really beneficial because Saturn is like this teacher planet. It could be like really enforcing like adulthood. Well, it really does enforce adulthood in our life. And with that, you know, it can be a stressful time. It's a very serious time. And we might feel a little anxious, we might have anxiety. And how we work with worry stones is we literally hold them in our hand, you know, press our thumb to them and like relieve anxiety. So maybe, you know, maybe I'm going through something that's a little bit challenging or very like adult situation, like growing up or something like that. I don't know. Pisces is very like a dreamy kind of like energy. And with Saturn being in Pisces, you know, it's kind of like, hey, let's put this to work. Like, you want to make your dreams happen, let's do that. And that could be stressful. So I thought this would be cool to have next to me and use it for relieving anxiety, maybe when I'm going through something stressful or something like that. But yeah, I thought it was really beautiful. It's just like, I don't know, the colors of the blue just make me kind of like feel a certain way. Like I just feel like very like, almost like confident in a way. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really vibing with this sodalite. This next crystal, I've actually been wanting this crystal for a while now, and I just haven't found a piece that I really vibed with, but I saw it while I was shopping and I just kind of immediately felt this connection with it. I'm really, really excited to work with it. I've never worked with this crystal before, and that is Septarian. I hope I'm saying that right. It honestly has this energy that reminds me of Shiva Lingam. I believe it really helps with stimulating Kundalini energy, which can bring on a lot of, you know, changes in your life. A lot of like, you know, sudden change can happen when, you know, Kundalini is going through your body or whatever. I will say when I hold this crystal, I do feel like this overwhelming sense of just like excitement. Like I just feel really good inside my body. So I definitely feel like I can vibe with kind of like this Kundalini energy from this crystal. It has a really interesting look to it. It gives me like turtle vibes, like a turtle shell. I mean, Septarian, it kind of reminds me of like a reptile. It's just like kind of like goes hand in hand with I think like the name. But yeah, it's really beautiful. It's really cool. I'm excited to work with it, bringing on those Kundalini vibes. But yeah, let me know if you've ever worked with this crystal and if you've had any like Kundalini experiences while working with Septarian. I'd love to know. Alrighty, so I have my last crystal that I'll be sharing with you. I saved the best for last. This was the most expensive crystal I got. And I'm so excited to welcome this energy into my home, put it somewhere that I'm gonna see it every day to really connect with just like this loving energy. And that is this gorgeous rose quartz. So I've also been seeing this style a lot lately too at crystal shops. It's kind of like a flame, like a thin flame. It's two-sided. It's so beautiful, guys. Like, I'm so excited to have this in my home. Honestly, I feel like I might be incorporating this crystal in my wedding somehow. I'm not sure, but I could really see this sitting like maybe on my sweetheart table or something like that. I don't know. I will definitely be talking more about the crystals and like my wedding as I get closer, because I'm definitely going to be incorporating crystals in my wedding as like decor and also just having like a really good vibe, you know, on the day of and during the wedding. So yeah, I'm obsessed. I love this. I think it's so beautiful. Normally, I like to keep rose quartz in the bathroom to really bring in like self-love energy when I'm getting ready or what have you. I'm really excited to experiment and place this somewhere strategically in my home and see how I feel. Maybe in my office, something like that. I don't know. We'll see. I'll fill you in though. But this was definitely like a big purchase for me and it's so beautiful. I love it so much. Again, the Rock Shop in Palm Springs, downtown Palm Springs, is my favorite. It's such a good go-to. If you're ever there, please go check them out. I hope you enjoyed this crystal haul. I haven't done one in forever. And with that, I would love to, you know, this year, a lot of you have been saying, you know, like do an updated crystal collection, you know. I definitely want to do that, and hopefully I can do it soon. I know it's just like actually like doing it. There's so many crystals. Honestly, it takes a long time to film, but I just need to do it because I really want to like give you guys a good update on all my crystals and crystal collection videos. So stay tuned for that this year. I would love to know, out of all the crystals I showed in this haul, which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments down below. If you liked today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you are new here, I would love it if you subscribed. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next one.